Oopsie daisy, looks like we were having a few frame rate issues, but seems like it's started to work itself out. Anyways, what's good, neighborhood? And a happy Thursday morning to you. As promised, we're back with a brand new installment of the 16-bit breakfast. And if you're ready to get and if you are ready to catch a truckload of nostalgia and just feel good 90s vibes, well, have I got a little something for you. I'll just I'll just let this play for a second. Ah, love that sound. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So Killer Instinct on the Super NES had some really interesting things going for it. The first of which, what immediately stuck out to me even back when I first played this after I got my hands on that awesome black cartridge and of course the Killer Cuts CD that it came with. The first thing that struck me was when I went into the options menu and I saw this layout for the controls. It's like the guys at Rare, when they were porting this over to the Super NES, it's almost like they went out and went to every single, or like went to a good number of fighting game players on the Super NES who played like Street Fighter, and they're like, okay, 6 button layout. How do you guys normally map your buttons? And at the time, it was always weak punch and weak kick on the shoulders with L and R, and then on the four face buttons, left to right, medium and fierce, just like in the arcades. They took that, they ran with it, and now it's like anyone can pick up Killer Instinct on the Super NES and they can just immediately jump right in, especially if they've already played a lot of Street Fighter beforehand. And my goodness, it was just a joy to find. Now, I got in a little bit of practice just to, test out the emulator to make sure that it would still work for this. So, I'm just going to jump right into a one-player game and let's see how much more I'll be able to figure out and how much more I'll be able to remember. Ooh, 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 ooh. And y'all know who I gotta go with first. You know who I gotta pick first. Ooh, no, overheads. Dang it, I forgot about the overheads. Alright, I'll get this. 2, 3. Woo! Old boy still got it. All right, here it comes. Stop that! Ah, she got me. All right, come on. Come on, kitty cat. Let's do this. Yes! I still got it. Oh, man. So one of the things that I did my damnedest to learn and pick up on quickly was that combo that I was trying to do with Orchid. I practiced it on the Super NES, practiced it in the arcades, and just over the time that I spent learning it, I just got better at the game. Come on, come on. Ooh! Ooh! Jago with the uppercuts. Ooh! Ah, savage will be if I actually manage to land this full thing. Oh! Oh, the chip damage. Alright, come on. Come on, getting close. You jerk! Here we go! The 36 hit Orchid Ultra. Ah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh man. Okay, I the stream could end right now and I'd be happy. Cuz I managed to do my thing. Oh. Okay. Cinder. Cinder is not messing around. I think he saw what I did last time. Like, I think he saw what I did to Jago and was like, no sir, none of that. Yeah, no sir, none of that. Alright, Cinder is going to give me a hard time. So I gotta keep these short. Ah, couldn't even get the link in. Come on, come on. Gotcha. You annoying bastard. Alright, so, yep. Oh, no. Okay, so out of all the tracks on this game, controlling transmission is one of my favorites. But yeah, honestly, just Killer Instinct as a whole is just. This is a game that is just 90s to its core. From the control layout to the characters, the music, the UI, the announcer. I mean, in an era where you've got fighting games like Primal Rage, where you've got a whole cast of dinosaurs going at each other, it's Killer Instinct that actually has, like, one of the most memorable dinosaur characters in fighting games when it comes to Riptor. Oh, here it is. A little bit later, and I would have been able to tag that 37. Now, of course, because of all the practice that I put in on Killer Instinct and you know, the fact that I got to where I was with this game, as I'm sure you could imagine, there were some folks that didn't like me. Ooh. Saberwolf with the slaps, though. Bad dog. Bad pupper. There we go. I landed it. Oh no! Bad doggy. Bad, bad, bad. But yeah, you know how it is. You start doing the really long combos and you start doing the really long combos, you know, none of the others know how to do a combo breaker and they just get mad. And TJ, what happened to your gym? Ha ha! Boom, boom, boom! Mm. Oof! Combo got me. Mm. Eat it! Eat your dinner! Oh, ooh, that knee. Come on! breaks it at the last possible second. Stop that. Oh, that is the best. Combo's just like, yeah, and then dies. My dude. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, though, just Killer Instinct is a quintessentially 90s game. And it just it has that vibe that you just, it's indescribable, but you know it when you see it. Oh! No, no, you will not mash out of that. You will not mash out of that danger state. Bad thunder. Oh, of course, that's right. I'm getting higher on the tower, so that means, of course, it's gonna get trickier. And Spinal was... Oh! Spinal with that shield absorb. Oh no, you stop that, young man. Oh! Oof, 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 oof. Oh! I just got clocked. Stop! No! The Skeleport! The Skeleport! And off the edge he goes. Poor Bone Daddy. That was a close one. That was another aspect of this game that I really enjoyed, just how you don't ring out until the end, but when you ring out on certain stages, it's like, oh man, oh, it's a hard fall. Oh. There we go. That's the other Killer 23. Stop with that teleporting. Alright, come on, Fulgor. Oh, oh, oh! Yeah, there's... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Now, Idol. This cat gives me fits. Mm. Mm. And the bastard regains his health. You son of a... Screw you, Idol. Screw you. Mm. I'm gonna get you, you two-headed son of a bitch. And there's that old rage. Well, not necessarily rage, but y'all know I'm probably gonna be on Idle for a bit. Mm. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. KI's Geef. No! You don't get to do that, sir! Mm. Ooh. Alright, come on, Biggie. Ooh! Crud! Crud, 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 crud! And of course, since combo breakers do damage... Of course, since combo breakers do damage, that means even when I'm attacking... Even when I'm attacking, Idle can still keep the pressure up, and... That club just... That club slaps. Give me just 1 second. Oh, damn it, Daneth, why did you roll over? You spaz, I'm trying to help you. The one unfortunate thing about living at this new place is that since we're relatively close to water, well, not relatively, but since we're close to water, that means poor Daneth's got to worry about fleas. Okay, let's give this another shot. Ugh. Hey, what's good, Blue? Good to see you. Yeah, Idol is just an outright monster. Huh? Yeah, it's like half my health, and of course, Idol has that stomp. Two combos, two combos, and I'm dead. Ooh! Y'all see this? I wonder. Eat it. Huh? No! Okay, I've got 13 in-game seconds to make this work. There we go. Get off my bridge. No way. Like, if I had won by a timeout, I just wouldn't have felt right. I was trying to see if I could remember how to do the code to pick Idol. Mm. Congratulations, you've earned it. You can play through again with a different character to see what happens to them, or you can prove your skills on a higher level. You're not afraid to get hurt, are you? This is Get Good in a nutshell, and I am here for it. Mm. But, this is the kind of stuff that's just, it's great to see. And when you consider just what kind of reception Killer Instinct got when when the new one was made and announced, and the community that still exists for the game even now, it makes you realize that it's really the quality of the game that ensures that franchises like this, continue to have relevance. Whew. But man, okay, so another little story for you, if I may, because this is what it's all about. This is all about, you know, reliving those flashbacks, reliving those really good memories. Now, as for me, there was one summer. There was one summer where I got to a. There was one summer where I was staying with my uncle, right? And this is my late uncle, the same uncle who two of his sons I mentioned yesterday, who got the higher scores in our little score challenge on Super Street Fighter 2. Hello, emulator. But anyway, I was staying with my late uncle, and like the place we were at, it was really nice. We'd always go out and go swimming because San Bernardino summers are hot as balls. But we'd go out and go swimming. You know, we'd spend our days hanging out, watching Nickelodeon, playing on the Super NES, or playing on the Game Boy. Whatever games we had, we'd play them. We'd just chill out. It was fun. But a little ways down the street from the apartment complex where my uncle stayed, on the other side of this field, there was a shopping center, and in that shopping center was one of my favorite places as a kid, Paul's Billiards. Now this place was cool because I would always go up there. Number one, I'd always go up there right when they opened. So the guy who ran the place, Paul, he actually got to know me. I was a little kid that would always come up, say good morning. I'd be really polite, and I'd ask him when he was gonna open. And usually, if he didn't have some place to go, like further down the strip, then he'd he'd open it up right away, and I'd get to hang out for a little bit. There's my combo with TJ. But anyway, I'd I'd get to go in, I'd get to hang out, I'd sit at one of the pool tables while he was powering everything up. And there was one weekend where I went in, and Paul had this he had this look on his face, like he looked like he was plotting something, right? And he's like, "Hey, little man, have I got something to show you?" He opens up the place. We have our little morning routine. I'd hop on the pool table. We'd talk about random stuff for a little bit. I'd tell him about what was going on with my cousins or how cool the swimming pool was at our apartments. This is 94, 95. I'm still, not even in junior high yet. Or just barely getting into junior high. But when he powers everything up and he says, "Look over there by X-Men," I take a peek over, and that's when I see for the first time the arcade cabinet for Killer Instinct. And I'm like, what is that? Okay, yeah. This was in 94, I believe. 19 Yeah, this was like early 1994. Let's see. So yeah, I was 11 years old at the time. Wait, no, it was summer of 94 because I was of course staying with my uncle. See, I'm trying to get my memory straight here. Summer of 94, I had just yeah, summer of 94, I had pretty much gotten out of 5th grade. 11 years old, haven't even turned 12 yet. So I'm still pretty much just a kid. But I see this game in there, Killer Instinct, and I'm like, what is going on here? Apparently, he had gotten his hands on Killer Instinct like a couple days before, had a lot of people playing it. They were coming in, and they were having a blast. And what makes it even cooler was that after everything powers up, I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. And then Paul walks over and he legit hands me a full roll of quarters, a full $10 worth of quarters, and says, "Have fun." So my first experience with Killer Instinct was literally getting to play it essentially for free because the arcade owner was such a cool guy, and it was just an amazing time. I kind of got in trouble that day because I was out all day and didn't let my uncle know where I was. He knew I was down at the arcade, but I think he was probably expecting me to come back, for lunch, and I didn't. So yeah. That's my first experience with KI in a nutshell. But over the course of that summer, I still, I mean, of course, I went up to that arcade pretty much every day, if not every weekend. I still had a lot of fun, hearing that, coming to your home in 1995, only from Nintendo Ultra 64. That was engraved into my memory. And then when it finally came to the home, well, when it finally came to home consoles, when it finally came to the Super NES, mind you, in 95, it was it was an experience because, 95, 96. I was in junior high. This was around the time where I met my friend Bruce. And we were both going to school together. And in San Bernardino, there's this community center that opened up called the Family Focus Center. And we'd go there and we'd hang out after school until Bruce's dad picked him up. Hold on. Let me put this dude through obedience school real fast. There we go. Yeah! But we'd go to the Family Focus Center, and, they had games there for folks to play in addition to the arts and crafts and everything else. Basic after school stuff. And for a while, they had a Panasonic 3DO. And, it was great. Panasonic 3DO, we were playing Samurai Showdown, Super Street Fighter 2, Turbo. But then one day, one of the supervisors there, Perry, he comes in with his Super NES with Ye Old Black cartridge. He comes in with Killer Instinct, and that just blew everybody's minds. But I, of course, having had the privilege and the opportunity to play it over the summer beforehand, I was just like, oh no, it's on Super NES now? This is awesome! Boom! So basically, I became something of a terror at the Family Focus Center because combos like that. Oh, I could have gone right into the Ultra from there. But yeah, I became something of a terror because, my Orchid and my TJ combo they were kind of on point. And then, I'd take the combos that I learned, I'd go back to the arcades. There's a little liquor store down the street from where Bruce used to live, and we'd go there, and they had an arcade cabinet for Killer Instinct. I'd go there, and there would be these older guys on the stick, and I'd wait for them to finish, and then I'd jump in, play on single player for a little bit. Then they'd throw their quarters in, and I'm like, okay, if you guys want to play, that's fine. And then I start busting out these combos, and they would get so mad that they would try and push me off the stick. Eat it! I'll punch you! Get off of my building! So that's yeet number 2 for the day. all, it was fun times. And of course, seeing this game and then, you know, seeing Donkey Kong Country, it's like, oh, the same guys made this too, and like both of those games I just really had a lot of fun with. And you know what? Well, I'll put up a poll on Twitter to see what you guys want to see next. If you want me to stick with the Super NES stuff or go Sega next. That's the good stuff. And then I immediately get shredded. Woo. No. No, 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 no. Oh, with just a shred of health left. Oh my god. Riptor could have dropped me with chip damage there. Oh my goodness. TJ got them combos. So if combo hits combo with a combo breaker, is it combos combo breaker? Yes, it is. Okay. Come on. Ooh! He rocked me with that overhead. he got me with them soft punches, though. Give me your lunch money. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I would do. That's the kind of stuff I would do in the arcades, and I would do to, like, the other kids that would jump on the Super NES. And looking back on it now, I was a right bastard for it. But at the same time, looking at it from little kid Ace point of view, looking at it from junior high Ace point of view, it's like, the game's been out for so long, you would think that, at least I was thinking that, some of the others might have gotten their hands on this game, gotten the chance to practice, and, we'd all be able to have fun. But I'm not going to lie, it felt good knowing that I was good at this game. This guy liked to spend a lot of time breaking my combos, so he's getting what he deserves right here. But it was around this time that I also met. Well, it was around this time, the time of the Family Focus Center and Killer Instinct. You know, it was in junior high that I met like three of my closest friends. Bruce was one of them. Let's see, it was me, Bruce, Mike, and Troy. Like we were basically the Four Musketeers. And even to this day, we're still pretty close. In fact, if not for my friend Bruce, I wouldn't have my PS4. Excuse me. Don't worry, Glacius, I'll get you. But speaking of my friend Troy, speaking of him, like one of my fondest memories with Troy, especially regarding Killer Instinct, was that after a certain point, like after spending enough time, playing Killer Instinct, hold on. So, after after a certain amount of time, we spend a lot of time playing Killer Instinct together. We spend a lot of time, hanging out, and we started coming up with our own ideas. Right? This was around the point where this was around the point where I had met one of my older friends who was already in high school at the time, and he introduced me to the Gold Digger comics, and it was from that, and like really got me into anime. It was from that where I started working on my own stories, coming up with my own characters, and in the middle of all this, Troy and I sat down and we literally made not made all the way through, but we literally sat down and wrote out a design document for our own fan-made Donkey Kong Country fighting game. And it was it was literally, we took what we knew of the game engine from Killer Instinct, and we threw in characters from Donkey Kong Country, even like made some of our own characters, but we wrote up moves, we wrote up how, different stages would interact with them, we wrote up how, we'd bring in various things like the barrel cannons and the animal companions and everything from Donkey Kong Country and put it into a fighting game. We even gave each character supers and finishes and everything. It was a wild time. It was a wild time, but it was good. It was fun. And note, this was at least 2 years or so. Wait, no. Yeah, when KI came out for the Super NES, it was in 95. So yeah, this was 2 years before the big gaming shakeup when Final Fantasy VII hit the States. Even then, the Super NES and the Sega Genesis were still a force to be reckoned with.
And I caught a fireball to the face. Fun. Alright, this probably ain't gonna turn out so well. Ugh. But yeah, it's... The friends I have from way back then, you know, a lot of it came from... I think a lot of it also came from the fact that my father is retired military, so we didn't move around that much. I mean, we still moved around... We still moved around San Bernardino quite a bit. But we didn't necessarily move around to the point where... You know, where we'd be, like, in a different city altogether, or a different state, even. That was rough going there. But for everything that's happened, I can most certainly say that Killer Instinct was... Killer Instinct was definitely one of the ties that bound my group of friends together, you know? You had this one coming, Jago. Making me waste continues like that.
Okay, I'm going to have to keep in mind that I need to keep my combos short during this later part of the game. One opener, one link, finisher. Simple. The fewer the hits, the fewer opportunities they have to break my combos. Oh! I was not on the lookout for that. Alright, I'm going to... Like, before this stream is over, though, I want to make sure I can do something. Oof! Stop it! Oof. Folgo was mad about that last round. Alright, come on, come on. A win's a win. I'll take what I can get. Whew. And now, back to Idle. Come on, big boy. The knees will continue until morale improves. Whoa! Oh no! Okay, you can get the combo breaker. No! I refuse you, entry demon! It wasn't an ultra, but it was still a win, damn it. I'll take it. 2 continues. Ah, man, if Jago hadn't stymied me those two matches. But yeah, I love how this game I love how this game encourages you to keep playing, you know? It's not just oh, this game is good, but it's, this game is good. And when I beat the game, you know, it's like, good job. You made it through. Please, keep playing. Choose someone else. See how well you can do with them. Try it on a higher difficulty. Here's how many continues you've used. See if you can make it through by using less. It's legit encouragement. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I was sandbagging there so I could try and get back to the main menu. Because, well, you know what? I don't know why, but I feel like I want to save this state. So, yes. Okay. Down. XYA. Open state. Alright. There's something I need to do. Before we end this stream, there is something that I need to do. And I am not gonna... I don't feel like I'll be able to rest until I get this right. Volant Panda, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the 16-bit breakfast. Or, well, we're about the tail end of it anyway. I was holding the wrong direction. That explains everything. We're gonna give it another try. It begins. Oh, here we go. Mm. And Idol doesn't have an Ultra, but he legit does not need it. Now, now one thing I remember doing in the arcades. One thing I remember doing in the arcades was using the code to pick Idol. Oh, I have to do it before every match. That's right. I have to do it before every match, otherwise I'm stuck with Cinder. But I would do the code to pick Idol, right? And then just to like those guys that I was telling you about that would like to try and push me off the stick whenever they would lose. There was actually one time where I was playing through with Cinder, and I wanted to play through by myself just to get to the end, see if I could beat Idol, get the ending, right? Do a 1 credit clear on the arcade. Same guys show up. I'm like, I'm almost at the end. Give me just like maybe 2, 3 minutes. I'll finish the game. We can hop on, play against each other, have some fun, right? They put their quarters in. I'm literally getting ready to land that last blow against Fulgor when they decide to come in. Just interrupt the whole flow. And I'm like, okay, fine. Fine, whatever. I pick Cinder. They pick, I think it was Saberwolf. I do the code to pick Idol. And not only do I proceed to just destroy these guys,
But I do them one better because you see, in the arcades, there's a little glitch where if you like, if you end, if you end the fight, or I think it's end a round, with Idol's club and you uppercut them, you can keep them juggled in the air for a full 80 hits with his rushing headbutt. Needless to say, they didn't like that at all. But yeah, if you were fast enough on the timing and you had like pinpoint aim, you could just boom, 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 keep him airborne. It was the funniest thing. Go away. Go away. Yeet. Oh, she landed on TJ Combo's car. Ah, you love to see it. Okay. And he knocks it out of the park, ladies and gentlemen. And gets punched out for his efforts. Go away! Come on. Come on, TJ. Ah! Stay away from me! Stay away! Uh, oh, the evil that men do. The evil that I do with Idol. Okay, I gotta ask. I need to know. How did they how did they go about making the different sounds for Saber Wolf? Because this poor dog sounds like he is in pain. Ugh. The little whimpers and growls. It's hilarious and wrong. All right, one more match with Idol, and then that's gonna do it. Because we're already coming up on an hour and a half. I can work with that. Mm. Feed me projectiles, Glacius. Feed me projectiles. Mm. That works too. Okay, you got your combo breaker. You happy? You just bop. I asked for a fireball, and he delivered, and I ran straight into it head first. Thank you. Mm. What can I say? That's the sound of a guy having fun. Like I This is actually another thing that reminds me of my friends back from junior high cuz I'd be hanging around with the guys, especially Mike. And Bruce and I would hang around with Mike. We'd go to like Pizza Chalet, we'd go to the liquor store, we'd go to Gladys, the local arcade, we'd go to the Family Focus Center. We'd hang around at all these places. We'd hang around at each other's houses. We'd play all these games. And Mike was consistently one of the funniest guys in the group. The funniest guy. He would have us cracking up so much. I kid you not. He had us cracking up so much that from the laughter alone, I actually started developing abs. No joke. But yeah, it was. What's funny is that for a while when I was in high school, I kind of did. Just look, doing the crunches, working out in the weight room, that's fine. But if you want to supplement it, if you want to really get that washboard going, hang out with this dude right here for like 30 minutes. You will hear some wild shit and you will walk away in stitches. And your abs will thank you. But yeah, that right there is going to bring this helping of the 16-bit breakfast to an end. I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this hour and a half. It's been a truckload of fun. I'm looking forward to more. In fact, for Friday's 16-bit breakfast, I will put up a poll on Twitter to see, you know, asking you guys what you want to see me play next. But yeah, it's been good times, and I'm looking forward to more. So I'll probably catch y'all online when I stream a little bit later because I do plan on streaming a bit more since I missed yesterday. Also, a quick heads up on the GoFundMe that's going right now. Thanks to, well, I'll just put it out there. Thanks to Warden, thanks to Blue, and thanks to Brian. Between the three of them, we're halfway to the $1,000 goal. So I'll still be taking donations for the next couple of days on that, but I'm already at a point where I can really start working with the apartments to just, make sure that everything's taken care of as far as the rent. So for all your help, for all the signal boosting, I greatly appreciate it. We'll be getting back to business as usual once this rent goes through. And then, we're going to be hitting it hard. We're going to be streaming a lot more. We're going to be gunning towards trying to upgrade the gear so that way I can stream more from the capture card as well. We've got a good foundation here. We've got a good foundation, and I really think we can make it something special. But it's only special because of the rest of y'all. So, until next time, hope you all enjoyed your 16-bit breakfast. Stay good, neighborhood.